A year and a half after the BMW i3's German debut, this innovative electric car will now be available for car sharing. An initial 100 cars will be added to the DriveNow fleet in 3 major German cities. Dr. Fritz Redberg thinks electric cars really lend themselves to car sharing because people tend to use the services for short trips in town, and electric mobility is well designed for that. He believes car sharing gives people the opportunity to test e-cars out without actually buying one, which will increase people's acceptance of the whole electric mobility technology. It's a way of spreading awareness exponentially. Although he wouldn't say it's a total solution, it's a big step in the right direction. Over the past 2 years in Berlin, DriveNow has put 40 converted electric 1 Series BMWs into service. An average of 3,000 people a month made use of them. Over 60,000 customers used the BMW Active E, travelling a total distance of more than 1 million kilometres, and that figure is set to rise in the future. When Dr. Redberg imagines the future, he thinks we'll live in cleaner cities, free of congestion. And we'll take our energy from renewable sources. He also hopes our cars, public transport, energy for our homes, factories and much more will be free of CO2 emissions. To begin with, 100 BMW i3 cars are due to go into service in Berlin, Hamburg and Munich. Another 300 will be added over the course of the year. Now, with their Active E, BMW has collected enough experience to set about combining electric power and car sharing. But while the automakers provide the technology, they still need political support. Dr. Redberg believes the responsibility falls on both the technology and government. In terms of technology, we have to create the infrastructure so that drivers of e-cars won't suffer any disadvantages. They should be able to use any charging station and recharge at home and at work, pay for the electricity they use and always know it's come from renewable sources. But he thinks government also has to show the will for Germany to want to be the leading market for electric mobility. And that will mean financial support, whether that's a purchase incentive or some form of special tax break. He points out Scandinavia as an example where e-car buyers get a refund on VAT. He warns us, though, that we should bear in mind that certain measures can backfire. For example, in Oslo, people with electric cars are allowed to use the bus lanes, but this led to the bus lanes becoming congested. He reminds us that we need to think about the consequences, but we'll need a political solution if we want more electric cars on the market.
Das heißt, man muss sich schon Gedanken machen, was aus ist, aber wir werden eine politische Lösung brauchen, dass wir mehr E-Fahrzeuge auf den Markt bekommen.
The i3 is not allowed to use the bus lanes in Germany, but the satellite navigation does store information about the timetables and routes of the buses and will offer you the option to hop on to public transport if it's available. Dr. Blettel thinks we'll need more than one solution if we want future urban mobility to become sustainable. He says it's important to have an extensive, well-connected and convenient system in place for customers, which also includes public transport, bikes and walking. But he says it should include electric vehicles like the i3, the car-sharing service DriveNow, and innovative park and charge services like ParkNow and ChargeNow.
Innovative Park- und Ladeangebote wie ParkNow und ChargeNow.
And if you want to try DriveNow and the BMW i3 for yourself, there's no need to worry about breakdowns. In Berlin alone, there are 185 public charging stations where vehicles can park and recharge. And if the i3's battery charge falls under 20% and there's no charging station in sight, a DriveNow employee will bring you to one. But on average, DriveNow customers travel less than 60 kilometers, which the i3 should manage even during winter.